Well, we are watching the House floor here as we await a final vote. Yes, final vote. We mean it this time on President Trump's big, beautiful bill. And you can see there Democratic leader Hakeem Jeffries giving a marathon speech to delay passage. I believe he is on hour 5 of his comments. Let's bring in Fox News contributor Karl Rove to talk all things big, beautiful bill and this big moment for President Trump. He's at the White House watching this. Karl, he's getting ready to go to Iowa to tout this as soon as they can get this done. They have the votes finally. But I want to ask you about the important work that comes after they pass this, and that is the messaging and trying to help people at home understand that this is good for them, because right now that doesn't appear to be so. About 59%, I believe, according to a Fox News poll of Americans, have a negative view. So how do they win this messaging war?
Well, I think you're absolutely right. The polling, the focus has been on getting the bill passed, and it's an extraordinary achievement to take this big a piece of legislation with as many moving parts as it has, and get it past the House, get it past the Senate, send it back to the House, and get it passed again is remarkable. And let's not kid ourselves, this required not only presidential leadership, but the Speaker of the House and the Senate Majority Leader have demonstrated key leadership as well. But you're right, pass the bill, check that off. But there are 3 other steps that need to be taken. First of all, the president needs to lead the effort to go out and explain it. He has the biggest megaphone in America. He needs to deploy it on explaining why this is the right thing to do and what it's going to do for people. And that means he needs to go on the offense. For example, Democrats have been attacking, saying people are going to lose their Medicaid coverage. The president needs to go out and say the people who are going to lose their coverage are the able-bodied who refuse to work, they're going to be the illegal aliens, and they're going to be the people who don't belong in the system according to the laws that we have in the United States on the books. So if you're a Democrat and you're criticizing us, then you're defending people who are able-bodied and refuse to work. You're defending having illegal aliens on our tab, and you're in favor of allowing people who are today improperly on the rolls to remain on the rolls. If you want to defend that, Democrats, go ahead and do it. But most important, perhaps of all, is under promise and over deliver. Remember the problem that Joe Biden had? Bidenomics is working, he said, when Americans didn't think it was working at all. And the administration and Republicans in Congress need to make certain they under promise and over deliver, say that this is going to take time to make its impact felt, but it's going to help strengthen our economy and control our spending.
Karl, I covered the Obama White House when Obamacare passed. The next couple election cycles were defined by that massive piece of legislation. Do you expect that to be the case in next year's midterms, the next year, and the next presidential in 2028? At this legislation? I
think it'll be a big impact on, I think it'll have a huge impact on 2026, because remember, as these changes, particularly the Medicaid changes, come into effect, people are going to be losing their coverage. The able-bodied, if think about it, there was an interesting study done of able-bodied people on Medicaid, and you know what their number 1 activity was if they weren't working? It was watching television, and number 2 was playing online games. And so we are going to, the Republicans had better go on the offense and say, we are doing what you told us to do, which is to make certain that this program served the vulnerable among us. Medicaid was meant for poor seniors, for children in poor families, and for the disabled, and we should not be paying for health care for people who are able-bodied and can work and are refusing to work. This is why they got to go on the offense. But yeah, it's going to be a big impact, and the work is just beginning. There's going to be always a tendency to say, we got the bill passed, oh, let's all take the time off, and God, we got it done. That's the requirement that you then go to work. Yeah.
Yeah. Karl, we ran out of time, but you wrote a great piece in the Wall Street Journal about how we should be celebrating the July 4th holiday. And you say that we need to read the Declaration of Independence. So everybody should go out there and read that op-ed written by you. Thank you for joining us, and happy 4th.
Thanks, Karl.
You bet. Same to you.